Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Noob. Today with me, Dead Guy or Jeremy, whichever.
Hey, how you guys doing?
And today we got an obscure one here as we go over Detective Comics: The Mud Pack, the crossover between multiple Clayfaces. Hence the name Mud Pack.
Mud Pack.
Alan Grant and Norm Breyfogle, both of them no longer with us anymore.
Wow.
The Mud Pack, Men of Clay. And now, in a prior story, we found out that the third Clayface, a guy who has a melting touch, he was in love with his mannequin because the mannequin wouldn't melt.
Okay.
And basically, and Alan Moore had done the story. Great story. Helena,
Mm-hmm.
we have to talk. We we just can't go on like this, Helena, living a life pretending all the time for the sake of appearances. Our love has long since died. We should make a clean break while we're both still young enough to find happiness again. Helena, I want a divorce. Hear that, Joe? Clayface wanted a divorce from his store window dummy. Geez, this is better than the soaps. No, it doesn't have anything to do with that other girl. I've been thinking about it for a lot. I'm sure it would be best. It'd be for the best. How how do you feel about it? Helena, look at me when I'm talking to you. You're always the same. Mention something you don't like, something we don't want to discuss, and I get the cold shoulder. Don't ignore me. I hate it when you ignore me. Do you hear me? I hate it, Helena. I hate it. Helena? Jesus, he's flipped. That dummy's the only thing that keeps him docile. Security, Preston Payne, room 13, immediate medication. Use the trank darts and hurry up. Helena? What happened? My angel's eyes promised everything would be all right. They promised. Ah!
Uh-oh.
Helena, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, Helena. Please. Boom, 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 boom. Ah! Shoot, Joe, shoot. I don't want to hurt anybody, but Helena's dead, and I'm burning inside, and I don't care anymore. No, man. Oh, he melted the guy. There's only one way to put out the fires. Only one way. No,
Oh.
please, please, one way.
Oh. Wow.
You actually feel sorry for him. This guy
A little
has
bit.
no
He's
control.
crazy.
He deserves to be in Arkham. Batman kicks ass. Now, I should point out this is post death of Jason Todd, but I believe before Tim Drake.
He was still solo and coping. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but yeah, we didn't see horror, huh? They don't know the meaning of the word, Matthew. Chainsaws and zombies and viscera. That's not horror, Matthew. It's nausea, disgust, cheap exploitation. Count the money while true art drowns in welter of designer gore. Not like it used to be. We knew a thing or two about horror in my time. Once I held millions spellbound, was no more than a sweep of my cape. Lady swooned away in stark terror if I so much as raised an eyebrow. I was the greatest actor of my generation, a living legend. Then they hauled me off stage and locked me away for murder. But now I've paid my debt, and I return to a world I barely recognize. Monsters are no longer things of the shadows, lurking on the far fringes of the mind. They're technicolor special effects that burst like rainbows from the screen. Horror? Ha! Still, times change, Matthew, and I have little opinion but to change with them. What? No tricks, old man, or I'll pulp your brain. See what he's got in the sack. Hey, what goodies you got here, Grandpa? Dirt? Say what? What the hell you carrying? Oh, shoot! His face! Right. No, man, we didn't mean nothing. We wouldn't have hurt you. Honestly. Ah! Sorry about that, Matthew. They'd seen too many movies, no doubt. Pulp my brain, indeed. Horror. I'll give them horror. What do you think about that?
Wow.
Did you like the voice I
Wow.
gave?
Yeah, I like that. He's creepy.
But yeah, that's the original Basil Carlo.
Yeah,
You
that's
see what I mean by
cool.
that being a mask?
Yeah.
It's Preston Payne, Batman. Clayface. He's killed one orderly, badly hurt another, and broken out of Arkham. He was hit by a couple of trank darts, but it wasn't enough. He made it to the front entrance. Security staffs are out hunting him now. I'm on my way, Commissioner. So yeah, Preston Payne, the third, the most dangerous, the craziest of the men who killed and called themselves Clayface. An agromegalith with a hideous body, deformed body. He injected himself with the blood from the second Clayface, but rather than salvation, he thought he turned and he too turned into clay. So in other words, he tried to use it for shapeshifting, but it instead made him have this deadly touch,
Yeah.
leaving him
Yeah. Okay.
racked with pain that only subsides when he passes on his contagion.
Oh
I
God.
swore,
Okay.
I swore it wouldn't be like this again. Alone, hunted. I was going to settle down, lead a normal life, be forever with the one I loved. Helena. So he finally passed out until we see, who? No, you'd rather gawk than shoot. You're a mistake, darlings. My gun! I can't stop myself! Look out, Ray, you're gonna. Ah! Sweet dreams. Hello, Preston. Come on, we better get moving. We're expected. Sorry, honey, this is by invite only. Punt! Strange stuff, Clay. It's strange stuff, Clay. With me, it was only makeup. A mask of grotesqueness worn to the and heighten the dramatic effect of my movies. Though I hid behind Clay, I was still only a man. But it was different for you, eh, Matthew? Yours was the true Clay, the Clay of life itself. How well I know the story. The freakish accident that gave you your phenomenal ability. The ability to mold your features into whatever shape you wish, to virtually become another person. But even your great gift had its limits. Your clay was mortal, and you perished during the crisis. Still, clay is magical stuff. Some say it was necessary bridge that built life itself, that without its minerals, its salts, its unusual properties, nothing more sentient than stones would have existed. And now, Matthew, you will put that theory to the test. For if I understand my science, the addition of plain simple tap water will replace all the organic constituents necessary for you to live again. Although you seem to have lost a lot of your bulk when you dried out, no matter, 1,000 times better and to be a live clay dwarf than a dead heap of dust. There now, Matthew Hagen, aka Clayface 2, I bid you live again! Sorry, Matthew. You'll just have to sit this one out. I just thought live again!
Never mind.
And again, he beats the actor dramatic, isn't it? Because he's an actor.
Yeah, that's cool. That's funny.
Yeah, live again! So yeah, they're
Spud.
trying to find him, but then they realize a woman was there. A woman? You sure, Batman? And her footprints led to the dirt track. There'd be a car standing there. So yeah, they're trying to figure it out, and then they see Looker. That's a member of the Outsiders. But what the devil would she want with Payne? As far as I know, they never met. So what brought her here? On the very day Payne escaped. But why? Ah! Careful, you. Hurry up. Careful, you. Careful, you'll drop him. Turned out she's Lady Clayface.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You have any trouble with him? Like falling off a log. I gave him his orders when I visited this afternoon. So in other words, she coaxed him, disguised as Looker, using her abilities to make him lash out at Helena.
Okay.
Like his being with the drink and hit with the drink tarts only made things easier. I see you've had your problems though. No problem, I assure you. And they won't interfere with our plans. I couldn't see their own and mother's reporting those two missing. Any joy with Hagen? Appropriated his remains easily enough. I substituted a bag of garden soil as if anyone will notice. But as for returning him to life, I'm afraid you were right. It didn't go as well as I hoped. Yeah, I thought you were kind of being kind of optimistic. It's disappointing. It would have been more fitting for just if all and more just if all four of us could have been involved. Aren't you going to wait for Payne to come around? No point. he'll be only be doing what you tell him anyway. Men and women of Clay, I call to order the first ever meeting of our unique little group. Sandra Fuller, Lady Clay, created by the arch-villain Cobra to be the fourth in the illustrious line of Clayfaces. Preston Payne, Clayface 3, a tragic victim of his own desire for self-improvement. Matthew Hagen, Clayface 2, whose dearest wish was merely to find some sunken treasure ship. He gave up his life, but I know his spirit is with us. And lastly, myself, Basil Carlo, Clayface 1, the greatest actor the world has ever known. Matters for discussion. 1. How we, a victimized minority, can lay claim to the fame and fortune that is deservedly ours. 2. How can we acquire power beyond our wildest dreams? 3. How can we finally best the Cape Crusader, whose very existence each of us have every reason to hate? The cursed and dark knight of Gotham City. And 4. How can we kill him? How was that for the first issue?
It was crazy. I like
hold
it.
on, we got the annual. I gotta skip through this one.
Oh, skip through the annual.
Well, we don't need it.
That cover stopped me dead sentence.
I
Though.
know.
Like, I was just
like, oh wait,
speechless. Did I just see that?
Batman runs rogue. So for a moment, they see and they one of them grabbed on the looker and duplicated her. Come on, Leah, answer. I know you like your beauty sleep, but this is important. So she's dreaming at the moment. Wake up, Leah, Batman. Hello. Jeez, I was having the most hideous dream. Save it, Leah. I want to know what you were doing visiting Preston Payne, the Sir Clayface in Arkham Asylum yesterday. Says who? I never heard of the guy. I've seen the security video. You were there, all right. Not me, darling. This is one of your. If this is one of your little games, how many other girls go around and running around in a costume like yours? None at all, I hope, or I'll be changing it. Although maybe there is one. Remember when we were fighting on the Outsiders team? When Cobra got his gang together? They infiltrated our HQ, using a woman who took my shape and stole my powers. A woman Cobra had turned into the Force Clayface. She escaped when we broke up the gang. Guess it could well have been her at Arkham, but the question still remains why. Detective work's your line, darling. Unless I should come over and lend a hand. Life here's been pretty boring since the team folded and all. Thanks, Leah, but no thanks. I'll let you know if I need you. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Killer Mud and now escaped Clayfaces. Something's definitely trying to tell me something.
Batman's using a car phone.
Tap. Oh, look at this. Ah, hell!
Oh, hell.
So why don't we just opt the Batman first and then make our fabulous riches? You disappoint me, my dear. Revenge is a dish always best served cold, and considerably improved by a leavening of humiliation and frustration. You're young yet. You'll learn. Just be patient and use your talents to carry through our plan. Those amazing talents you're so lucky to possess. Yeah, you want them? Go see Cobra about it. Take it from one who knows it's not nearly as great as you think. Oh, sure, I can change into anyone I want to all intents become that person. And after the Outsiders broke us up, that's exactly what I did. I lived like a movie star. Ate at the best restaurants, dressed from the best bouquets, tasted life on top, other people's lives. And that was the trouble, all the time. I was only acting, pretending, stealing other people's pleasures. I never got to be me. I guess I got bitter about it. My worst nature started to show through. Marry me, my precious, and the world will be yours. Darling? Ah! I realized I didn't belong to the world. I'm a freak, an outcast, by nature as well by choice. Then I got to thinking about that time I visited you in prison hospital. With my genius and your powers, I could have my revenge on you. That's why I was waiting at the gates when they released you from prison. Maybe you don't have any special powers, but you're like me in one way. You're an outcast too, a murderer, shunned by society, locked away into rot by men who think they're your betters. Makes sense for us freaks to stick together, but there's a limit, surely. I mean, Payne's clinically insane. What possible use is he to us? He is Clay, more, my dear, even more of a freak than we are. And besides, our plan requires him. Ugh. Ah, the slumberer stirs. Quickly, better if he doesn't see you like that. Where am I? What happened? You made me hurt, Helena! You look like an angel, but you got the heart of a devil! You put things in my head! Made me crazy! You don't understand. She had to free you, so shut up! You're gonna pay for what you did, you lady, you're beautiful. Idiot. I've got a good mind. Now, remember, he's part in the great plan. You better tell him what he has to do, and make sure he gets it straight. He's far too dangerous to take any chances with. So yeah, so she's trying to find about it, but like, he's realizing all the other Clayfaces.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's
Yep.
cool.
Served 8 years. Gotham Pen. Due for release any time now. Gotham Penitentiary. I'd like to speak to the warden. Oh dear. Look, and Batman. He's swinging straight at. Seems to be attacking the cops. Warden says that Carla was received days ago to meet with at the gate by a beautiful woman who looked like Lois Lane. The reporter, obviously Clayface 4.
Oh.
Batman, you can't be. Are you sure I am, Lieutenant? What's your problem? We got an emergency downtown. First gate and Gotham's just been robbed by Clayface, and several eyewitnesses claim you helped him get away. That's impossible. Batman's been with me. Oh, I see. Clayface 4. Sorry, Batman. Kitch, get onto the press department. Tell him I want to resolve and the release of and I want to release prepared absolving Batman of all. Not so fast, Commissioner. So they realize, oh, they want this to happen. Like, it won't be the first time Gotham's hated me.
Okay.
Good morning. Is that Dr. Lowell's laboratory? I'd like to make an appointment for later in the week. I'm afraid I can't be more specific. Things are rather, shall we say, contingent. I'm sorry, Dr. Lowell doesn't deal with patients personally, and his assistant has a full schedule for weeks. Never mind. I'll pop in anyway, just on the off chance. But I'm telling you, there's no point. No one will be able to see you. Hello, sir. I always think the good doctor will see me. In fact, I'm positive he will. Ah, the robbers return, unless my eyes deceive me. What? You? It's only us, dummy. Oh, of course. I have forgotten the effect that image can have on a man.
Yeah, it's Batman. Oh, shit.
Yep, the name running around my head. Batman! Your side command's wearing off. Always I'm played by the Batman! Calms him down again. Nobody's made me feel like this before. Not even Helena. I don't know how much longer I keep this up, Carlo. Pain severely disturbed. Pain playing around with his mind all the time can only make him worse. So yeah, basically, like, if he shows you, take him tonight. So basically, Batman's run rogue. No statement yet from the police department. City Hall calls for a SWAT team. All three Clayfaces have good reason to hate me, and somehow I doubt they'd be satisfied with what they've already done. The question is, where would they strike next? Casino night.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, leads to the Batman versus Batman. But then all of a sudden, no. What does he see? I wonder.
I don't know. I'm excited though.
Hey, Bats, how about letting me on the action? Robin, but you can't be you. I know. Unfortunately, Clayface doesn't just mimic her victim. She also exhibits the abilities too. Unfortunately for her, Robin's only a kid. Was only a kid. As he remembers for a moment what happened was joking. By this point, all the Joker's believed dead.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do.
So yeah, he's ready to kill Batman.
Okay.
Of course, then when he's at the doctor, like, this is a merger, you cretin. I'm a doctor. Now hand over those drugs. I'm sorry, doctor, but you know the procedure. I have to file the proper documentation. Oh, very well. Here, I have the forms. Chink! Oops. Clumsy me. My mother was wrong. I never have made a good doctor.
Jeez.
Well, Banshee stops him before he can kill Batman. And then grabs him and flies off. So yeah, they're trying to figure out what's going on. They meet up there, and of course, she's still trying to keep him under control.
Which,
But
yeah.
now she's doing it to Batman. So what do? You use your psionic powers to enter his mind, shift through his memories, find everything he hates, fears, despises, and loathes. Find them, stimulate them, arrange them, and when he wakes, let the terror begin!
He's so dramatic.
Batman, come on, wake up. That's better. Remember me? Basil Carlo, the original Clayface. I guess you were behind this. I see I was right about the lady, too. So where's Preston Payne? Out doing more killing for you? He's out, all right. But for the count, rather than for the killing, and too unpredictable by half. Like poor Matthew Hagen, or what's left of him, he's going to miss the grand finale. But you won't. In fact, you're going to be the star in your very own horror movie. Start the film, my dear. I don't know what your game is, Carlo, but there's still time to stop this madness before anyone else gets hurt. Stop the madness. My dear Batman, the madness is only just about to begin. Cast your mind back many years to the day you arrested me and locked me away. They were making a movie, or rather remaking it. Um, and and the terror, my movie, my greatest triumph, my finest hour as an actor. I was the terror, and now, Batman, the terror is for you. As we see the real Looker showing up,
Okay.
asking for help and everything. They think for he's Clayface, but he's not. She's not, obviously. So he's
Okay.
heading
Yeah.
over. Yeah, we also know he's then seeing all these visions. His parents,
Oh,
Barbara.
wow. Killing Joke down there at the bottom. That's cool.
Then
That
it's
is cool.
and it's
Sorry.
working. Indeed, just look at him, reliving every nightmare experience he's ever had. His much vaunted willpower being shredded by every fear, every failure he's ever knew. That calls for my celebrations, my dear. Champagne? And she passes on. Hey, I'm your lady. A toast, my dear, to revenge and the realization of all our dreams. With the Batman of the picture, pardon
Hmm.
the pun, Gotham is ours for the taking. I can't help worrying about Preston Payne, though. I mean, what are we going to do with him? Oh, you needn't worry about that, my dear. What? Drink spite. You, me indeed. Surely you didn't think riches and revenge would be enough for one such as I. For as I said before, my genius and your power will indeed make us formidable, but
Oh.
much better if they're concentrated in one body. And you too, Mr. Preston Payne, your powers are far too potent to be wasted on a lunatic. I bid you farewell, my friends. Do enjoy the show.
He did all that just to steal their powers. That was
Yep.
cool. That
But
was
yeah, so
genius.
Payne wakes up ready to pound on him. Like, okay, Payne, I'll level with you. I admit it. I tricked you. I pretended I was someone else. Used our psychic powers to hypnotize you into doing what we want. We? Who else? Basil and we? Who else? Basil Carlo, the first Clayface. But don't take it too hard. You're not the only one who was suckered. Carlo fooled me too. All he wanted all along was to steal a sample of our blood, to take our powers for himself. Believe me, I'm sorry I ever got you involved. So go ahead and beat up on me. I won't fight back. I'm tired of fighting, tired of pretending all the time, tired of trying to be everybody else but me. Hey, it's me. And me should be sorry. I wouldn't have hurt you. I was just angry. Come, don't cry. You'll make your face run. And I kind of like it just the way it is. Hey now,
Oh
what have I
no.
done now? Nothing. It's just nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. Not to the real me. Well, so I just wasn't whistling Dixie. Ah!
Wow.
Well,
That's
those two
probably one
actually
of...
head off the bee together.
And look at Batman in the corner there, still watching and freaking out while they're making out. That is great. That's
Show's
hilarious.
over. Let's go come on. Let's get some fresh air. They actually would stay together and have a kid together. Yeah, apparently all of his plumbing still works. Oh
Not...
God!
What the hell?
Yeah, they would have their own kid.
Oh, something I don't even want to think about.
But yeah, there's only one reason Breyfogle stole our blood, Preston. He's planning to turn himself into a genuine Clayface. More fool him. Yeah, still, I would cheerfully murder a treacherous little rat. When I think of the way I did let him con me, geez, I helped him rob me of my own powers. You want to change your mind? Go back and go look for him? No, I've had enough of his mud pack crud. Ever since Cobra changed me, it's been the same. People promising me the world and ended up by ripping me off. I know exactly what you mean, but maybe it doesn't have to be like that. No, maybe it doesn't. You never know. I've never seen the dawn before. I mean, I've seen it, but I never really noticed it. It's beautiful. Oh, geez. So Batman's freaking out for a moment as Looker tries to help him get over everything.
How did they not find out he was Bruce Wayne?
They didn't care.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. He didn't even look for it. Yeah, you're right. He was just
So they're
distracting
trying to
all of them.
figure it out, put it all together, and try to head over to Star Labs where, well, there he is, ready, and to force them to do this. Like, what? Hey, you startled me. How'd you get in here? You're not supposed to. It's not exactly high security. Now, if we can get down to business. Oh my God! What do you want? There's no money. Nothing so mundane, my dear doctor. It is your skill I require, your knowledge of blood. Specifically, I want you to combine the contents of these and inject them in me with the resulting mixture. What? Don't be ridiculous. Do you know the risks involved in? You let me worry about that, doctor. You just worry about the risks involved in refusing. Tap tap. So yeah, look at extraordinary. I've never seen anything like this. And this one's more akin to some mineral virus than it is blood. And the other, why, it's impossible. It can't exist. You must be insane. Do you have the faintest idea what an infusion of these could do to you? Indeed, I have, doctor. Blood in them. Madness. It's not blood, more protoplasm, as if it has a life of its own. I can't allow you to go through with this. Is that or death's door? Roll up your sleeve. Oh dear. And then, may God forgive me. Ah, already I feel it coursing through me, mingling with my blood, changing me. Dear Lord, what's happening to you? Clay, my dear doctor, Clay is happening to me. The malleability of Clayface 4, bless her simple little soul. No, no, and the lethal touch of Clayface 3. Ah! Leave him alone, Carlo. What? You? I said leave him. Your toys cannot stop me now, Batman. It is no longer Basil Carlo, the world's greatest actor that you face, but Basil Carlo, the ultimate Clayface.
Mm.
You're mad, Carlo. You mad? Oh yes, the traditional accusation. And next you'll be telling me it's all because I'm misunderstood. All the great monsters were misunderstood. Mr. Hyde, Frankenstein's creation, Dracula, the Golem, all of them. But not me. Not Basil Carlo. Not the ultimate Clayface. My intentions will be clear from the start. I will take what I want, when I want it, and any who still stand in my way shall burn. Ah! You plagued me for too many years, Batman, but no more.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
He turns into a snake man. Oh, wow.
Sudden hush descends. The audience draws in its breath. The villains of the piece are down. The hero stands triumphant. Only one question remains. Does he nobly spare their worthless lives, or do they die? Aye. So, yeah, thanks to Looker, they're able to turn it against him and knock him out. And he hits the ground and he melts through the ground.
Oh, wow.
You'll pay for this, Batman, I swear! You'll pay! And he's constantly falling. Like, maybe we better inform the authorities in China!
Wait.
God, I must look awful. Actually, I rather prefer the new costume. And we see those two are going to be together.
That's
So,
so weird.
How was that?
That was so weird. It was really funny though. I enjoyed it. It was quite fun. It felt like Batman animated series. I don't know. It really did. It really did. And I
and
enjoyed
how
it.
was the artwork?
It was okay. It wasn't the best I've seen, but for the time, it was good. I would give the artwork about a 6.57.
Yep.
Because Clayfaces, man, I mean, they're kind of hard to
Yeah.
portray
But
right.
what do
And
you
I
think about
thought
the other Clayfaces?
that was cool. There was actually I'd never even heard of
Lady
the
Clayface and all
no
that?
Lady Clayface. Yeah, but I'd never heard of the other guy.
Clayface 3.
Yeah, Payne. I'd never heard of him. So I thought that was quite interesting story.
But what did you
And it
think
was,
about Carlo?
Carlo was perfect. And your voicing did help. Not even going to talk any
Oh,
smack on
yeah, I
that.
was
It did
basically
help.
trying to go for this, again, this melodramatic actor.
And it worked because of his over dramaticness. It added
Again, the moment you
comedy. It
had
added
the,
comedy.
from the moment you had the live again.
That was really funny. And to me it felt, I don't know, it felt classic. It felt like something I would expect to read back when I was 14 years old picking up a comic, 12 years old. So yeah, I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very
And
entertaining.
he almost won. He would have
He
won if
did
Luca
too.
didn't show up.
Yeah, and Batman told her not to help. So
So
luckily she
yeah,
didn't listen. Yep.
he almost could have won, and he became the ultimate Clayface.
Yep. And the question is, do you think he would have spared him, or do you think he would have killed him?
I think he
That's
would have
you know
killed
what I
him.
mean. You
He would
do.
have killed
That's
him.
he wouldn't have. Well, yeah, but you know what? He didn't kill the doctor.
No, he was about to.
Oh, he
Batman
was, wasn't
stopped
he? You're
him.
right. You're right. He did go turn on him. So yeah,
Yeah,
you're
he's gonna
probably
say
right.
the
He would have killed
lethal
him.
touch of Clayface 3. Batman then
Yep.
stopped him.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Wow. What
Yeah,
an interesting
Carlo,
story
what
for
a
back then. Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah, that was really cool. Egotistical bastard. And the whole thing, you think he's trying to set up a clay team, and really all it is
Well,
he's just
he
trying to
wanted them
steal
for.
everybody's shit. Yeah. And he thought, well, I can kill Batman, use these two to do it, steal their powers. I'm
Yep.
a genius. Yeah, that was great. That
What
was
a
great. I enjoyed
genius.
it.
But what do you think about Payne and Lady Clayface getting together? It makes sense. I mean,
It
really,
makes sense.
she's probably one of the few people he can touch and not burn.
Right. And even then, maybe possibly like some kisses I would never actually want to see in real life, but
But knowing that
it
they have a
makes
kid
sense.
later.
I don't even want to think about that process. But like, do they actually, like,
we don't know. We never see it. We just see her
or
pregnant.
is it just mud and exchange? I don't know how to explain
Yeah,
it.
like I
But
said, we just see her pregnant at one point, and then
it was
yeah,
endearing. Honestly, it was
was.
endearing because you get to see somebody who, during the whole series, was complaining about how no one's ever accepted her and she never be herself.
And she
And
regretted manipulating Preston. She
Mhm.
and she regretted it. It's like,
And then for him to be attracted to her and find her beautiful the way she was, it was endearing and it was cute. I was like, oh, maybe you two will get together and have a baby and stop being dickheads. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know,
yep.
but it was still cool. It was cool. Very different.
Yep. Well, that's all we got in this one. That was a nice, fun, short story. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Hasta luego.